there? Batman Beyond Rebirth is out. This is written by Dan Jurgens and it's illustrated by Ryan Sook. Many people, including myself, were huge fans of the Batman Beyond animated series. And there were several different comic book miniseries that was based in the animated world. And then later the Beyond universe was brought into the actual DC comic book universe, and a lot of fans were happy about this. Unfortunately though, Terry McGcginnis was killed off during the Future's End storyline, and then Tim Drake took up the mantle. Not a lot of people were happy with that. I was somewhat on the fence. I like the idea of having Tim Drake, being that he's my favorite character of all time, take up the mantle of becoming Batman, but I also like the whole idea of having Terry McGcginnis, someone that I grew up with watching his cartoons, being the Batman. But regardless of that, it doesn't matter. As of Batman Beyond issue number 16, Terry McGcginnis turned out not to be dead. Tim Drake gave back the mantle of being Batman, and then Tim Drake mysteriously disappeared. No explanation as to what's happened with that, but this is definitely having to do with the whole Rebirth storyline as a whole, and it's going to be explained later on. Fast forward 6 months later, and this is where Batman Beyond Rebirth starts up. This issue has a great recap on Terry's origin. It's either for old fans who may have forgotten his origin, or maybe new fans who are jumping on board and have no idea where he came from. Which I know some comic book geeks out there just assume that everyone knows the origins of Batman Beyond, but some people really don't know. Jurgens is making it very clear that this Terry McGcginnis' origins is very similar to his animated counterpart, with a couple exceptions here and there. Being that this takes place 6 months after Batman Beyond issue number 16, Terry's had some time to acclimate himself back to being in Neo-Gotham and also being Batman. His little brother Matt is also there. I always thought that Matt was going to eventually become his sidekick and be the new Robin or maybe a new Nightwing character. It would be so incredibly cool if that happened in the comic book universe. There's already been some fan art here and there that I've seen where people have conceptualized how that could happen, and I think that would be such an awesome idea. The Joker's gang is making a huge presence, but what I really liked was the fact that they were taking orders from someone else who was a character from the original animated series. And he may be taking orders from someone even higher, which I'm not quite sure how that works out, but I don't want to spoil that completely, but it was huge at the very end of this issue. Overall, I was really happy with this. I think this is a great jumping on point for a lot of people out there to start reading Batman Beyond. I've been reading some negative comments here and there that some fans weren't happy with this because it was too straightforward and fans wanted more story development, but I think this is really right in line with the whole Rebirth titles of everything kind of going back to its roots. So I'm definitely going to continue on reading this series. Anything that could be happening during the present day comic book storyline could be affecting the future of Neo-Gotham and could affect Batman Beyond. So anyways, that's my thoughts on that. What about you? Did you read this comic book? Leave comments down below. Anyways, thank you guys for watching me in this video. Be sure to give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out my Patreon site when you get a chance, and I'll join you guys for another video very soon. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Before I started watching uncensored anime, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker was probably the most adult animated movie I had ever seen, and that was the censored version. It wasn't until years later that I found out there was an uncensored version of it. It was even better.